Colonel Santokh Singh. And for the South, we have Mr. R.M. Dargad, Chief Executive Officer, Industrial Protection Force, Dharwad. I'm quickly calling out the names because the minister is a little busy, so please don't mind my haste. Mr. R.M. Dargad. Are you here? Okay, the next. Mr. R.M. Dargad, you're here? Alright. I would also like Mr. R. Muthuswamy, Managing Partner, Jupiter Security Services, Tamil Nadu, to be ready next. I'm going to call out the next names because I understand that it's a little hard to come from the back, so. Next, we have our next Lifetime Achievement Award in Security goes to Mr. R. Muthuswamy, Managing Partner, Jupiter Security Services, Tamil Nadu. Mr. R. Muthuswamy, let's give a huge round of applause for Mr. R. Muthuswamy. I would like Mr. Srinivas Mahankali to be ready next, please. I request you to please come next to the stage. The next award is the Colonel Dr. Indrajit Singh Memorial Award for Cyber Security Excellence. And this prestigious award goes to Mr. Srinivas Mahankali, Chief Growth Officer, Armor, 1X LLP, Hyderabad. Warm round of applause, please. Thank you. I would like Mr. Nachiket S. Vaze to be ready next. Mr. Nachiket. Sure. Ms. Gurleen, can we please have you on stage? Dr. Sahej. Sahej, you could join too. Please come in. We're joined here by wife Gurleen and daughter Sahej.
நவரசங்களிலும் சிங்காரமே தலையே, நவரசங்களிலும் சிங்காரமே தலையே, நளின நடையழகிற்கீடெங்கும் இல்லையே, நளின நடையழகிற்கீடெங்கும் இல்லையே, கவலையை தீர்ப்பது நாட்டிய கலையே, கணிகையர் கண்கவர் மறவிடுவலையே, கவலையை தீர்ப்பது நாட்டிய கலையே. பூஜமிரண்டும் ஓங்கில் தளநடையஞ்சி, பூஜமிரண்டும் ஓங்கில் தளநடையஞ்சி, உருவமிடை ஊடரும் பழையுமே கெஞ்சி, உருவமிடை ஊடரும் பழையுமே கெஞ்சி, புஜமிரண்டும் ஓங்கில் தளநடையஞ்சி, உருவமிடை உடலும் வளையுமை கெஞ்சி, ரசிக்க தன்மையில் கை தேர்ந்தவள் வஞ்சி, ரசிக்க தன்மையில் கை தேர்ந்தவள் வஞ்சி, ராகத்தில் சிறந்தது நாடகுரஞ்சி, ராகத்தில் சிறந்தது நாடகுரஞ்சி, கவலையை தீர்ப்பது நாட்டிய கலையே, கணிகைய கண்கவர் மறவிடுவலையே, கவலையை தீர்ப்பது நாட்டிய கலையே.
Thank you very much, ladies. It was a wonderful performance. A break. Can I have the curtains down, please? Please be seated, everyone. General Shaukin Chauhan. With all honor and respect, I welcome you all esteemed guests. I now request all these guests to proceed towards lamp lighting, please.
Yeah, ma'am, I'm coming there. Yeah, I'm coming. Sorry? You're coming here? You want me to come or you're coming inside, ma'am? Okay. Actually, we can come.
Mr. Vikram Maharkar, if you're here, would request you to please come to the dais.
உதயநிதி ஸ்டாலின் அவருடைய உத்தரவிற்கிணங்க இங்கு நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்ற தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு துறையின் மத்திய சங்கத்தின் 20வது ஆண்டு விழாவில் கலந்து கொள்வதில் நான் மட்டற்ற மகிழ்ச்சி அடைகிறேன். இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியில் கலந்து கொண்டு எனக்கு முன்பாக உரையாற்றிருக்கின்ற அன்பு சகோதரர் சேர்மன் குன்வர் விக்ரம் சிங் அவர்களே, ஜெனரல் செக்ரட்டரி மகேஷ் சர்மா அவர்களே, நேஷனல் பிரசிடென்ட் யஸ்வத் கட்டி அவர்களே, நம்முடைய தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய தமிழ் சாப்டர் பிரசிடென்ட் நெவில் ராயர் அவர்களே மற்றும் இங்கே அன்போடு வரவேற்கிறேன். இன்றைய தினம் கேப்சி அமைப்பு தனது 20வது மிகச் சிறப்பாக நடத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த கேப்சி நிறுவனத்தில் இருக்கக்கூடிய அனைவருக்கும் எனது குறிப்பாக தமிழ்நாட்டின் முதலமைச்சர் அண்ணன் தளபதி மு.க. ஸ்டாலின் அவர்களின் சார்பாக என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை, பாராட்டுக்களை மகிழ்ச்சியோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன். இந்த கேப்சி நிறுவனம் இந்தியாவில் 40,000க்கும் மேற்பட்ட தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு நிறுவனங்களை ஒருங்கிணைந்து ஏற்படுத்தப்பட்ட ஒரு அமைப்பாகும். நாடு முழுவதும் சுமார் 1 கோடிக்கு மேல் தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு நிறுவனங்களில் பணிபுரிந்து வருகின்றனர் என்பது ஒரு மகிழ்ச்சிக்குரிய ஒன்றாகும். தமிழ்நாட்டில் மட்டும் சுமார் 1600 பதிவு பெற்ற தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு நிறுவனங்கள் செயல்பட்டு வருகிறது என்பதும் மகிழ்ச்சிக்குரிய ஒன்றாகும். சுமார் மேல் பாதுகாவலர்கள் 3 லட்சத்திற்கு மேல் பணியாற்றி வருகின்றனர். குறிப்பாக இந்த நிறுவனத்தினுடைய மிகப்பெரிய முக்கியத்துவம் என்னவென்றால், பொதுமக்களுக்கும் சொத்துக்களுக்கும் பாதுகாப்பு அளித்து வருகின்றனர். தனிநபர்கள், பிரபலங்கள், உடல் ரீதியான தாக்குதல்கள், கடத்தல்களில் இருந்து தங்களை பாதுகாத்துக் கொள்வதற்கு இந்த தனியார் நிறுவனங்கள் குறிப்பாக பெரிதும் உதவியாக இருக்கின்றன. தனியார் பாதுகாவலர்கள் குற்றவாளிகளை தடுத்து பாதுகாக்கின்ற சூழல்களை இந்த அமைப்பு ஏற்படுத்தி செய்து வருகிறது. பெரிய திருமணங்கள், மக்கள் அதிகமாக கூடும் நிகழ்ச்சிகள் பாதுகாப்பை உறுதி செய்யக்கூடிய ஒரு நிறுவனமாக அமைந்திருக்கிறது. குறிப்பாக நேஷனல் எக்கனாமிக், தேசிய பொருளாதாரத்தை தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு துறையின் நம்முடைய பங்களிப்பு என்பது மிகவும் சிறப்புக்குரிய ஒன்றாக இருக்கிறது. நான் ஏற்கனவே கூறியது போல 1 கோடிக்கு மேற்பட்ட இளைஞர்களுக்கு, பொதுவாக 1 கோடிக்கு மேற்பட்டவர்களுக்கு வேலை வாய்ப்பை உருவாக்கி இருக்கக்கூடியது என்பது மிகப்பெரிய ஒன்றாகும். தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு துறை மூலமாக அரசிற்கு ஆண்டிற்கு 54,000 கோடி ஜிஎஸ்டி வரி செலுத்தி வருகிறது என்பது ஒரு சிறப்புக்குரிய ஒன்றாக இருக்கிறது. அதுவும் இந்த இப்படி உழைத்து உங்கள் மூலமாக வரக்கூடிய வருவாயிலிருந்து அரசிற்கு 54,000 கோடி என்பது மிகப்பெரிய ஒரு சிறப்புக்குரிய ஒன்று என்பதை நான் மீண்டும் பெருமிதத்தோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். தொழிற்சாலைகளில் பாதுகாப்பான சூழல்களை வழங்குவதன் மூலம் உற்பத்தி திறனை மேலும் அதிகப்படுத்துவதற்கு உங்களின் அளப்பரிய பங்கு பாராட்டுக்குரிய ஒன்றாகும். இவ்வளவு முக்கியத்துவம் பெற்ற இந்த கேப்சி அமைப்பினரை நான் மனதார பாராட்டுகின்றேன். இவர்கள் அனைவரையும் ஒரே குடையின் கீழ் கொண்டு வந்து இவர்களின் நலனை பாதுகாப்பதில் பெரிய பங்கினை இந்த அமைப்பு வகிக்கிறது என்றால் அது மிகையாகாது. அரசிற்கும் தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு பணியாளர் நிறுவனங்களுக்கும் இந்த அமைப்பு ஒரு பாலமாக அமைந்திருக்கிறது என்பதை நான் மகிழ்ச்சியோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். இன்றைக்கு கேப்சி அமைப்பின் 20வது ஆண்டு விழாவை கொண்டாடி கொண்டிருக்கின்ற உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் எனது அன்பான பாராட்டுக்களை, வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த அமைப்பின் பல்வேறு சாதனைகள் இருந்தாலும் சிலவற்றை நான் குறிப்பிட விரும்புகின்றேன். முன்பெல்லாம் இவர்கள் வாட்ச்மேன் என்று தான் சொல்வார்கள். பணிபுரிகின்ற ஒவ்வொரு நிறுவனத்திலையும் வேலை செய்யக்கூடியவங்களை பார்த்து வாட்ச்மேன் என்று சொல்வார்கள். ஆனால் இந்த அமைப்பு எடுத்துக்கொண்ட முயற்சியின் காரணமாக அவர்களெல்லாம் இன்றைக்கு மதிக்கத்தக்க அளவில் செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டு என்ற பெயரை பெற்று தந்தது இந்த அமைப்பு என்பதை நான் மகிழ்ச்சியோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இன்றைக்கு அனைத்து விமான நிலையங்களிலும் அரசு பணியாளர்கள் பாதுகாப்பு துறையினர் செய்கின்ற பணிகளை தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு அலுவலர்கள் செய்து வருவது பெருமைக்குரிய ஒன்றாகும். இதற்கு காரணம் மத்திய அரசுடன் இந்த அமைப்பு கெப்சி இந்த அமைப்பு பேச்சுவார்த்தை நடத்தியதன் மூலமாகத்தான் இத்தகைய பெருமையை இந்த நம்முடைய சகோதரர்கள் இன்றைக்கு அடைந்து வருகிறார்கள். தனியார் பாதுகாப்புக்கென தனியான சட்டம் கொண்டு வந்து அதை அமுல்படுத்த செய்ததும் இந்த கேப்சி நிறுவனம் தான் என்பதை நான் மகிழ்ச்சியோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். இதுபோன்று பல்வேறு இந்த அமைப்பு தனியார் பாதுகாப்பு சட்டப்படியான அந்தஸ்தை பெற்று தந்ததும் இந்த கேப்சி அமைப்பு தான் என்பதை நான் பெருமையோடு இந்த நேரத்தில் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகிறேன். இப்படி பல்வேறு பணிகளை செய்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற இந்த அமைப்பு என்பது குறிப்பாக இந்த செக்யூரிட்டி ஃபோர்ஸ் ஸ்கூலில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, ஹாஸ்பிட்டலில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, ஜுவல்லரியில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, ஹோட்டலில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, மைன்ஸில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, கார்ப்பரேட் கம்பெனியில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க, ஏர்போர்ட்ஸில் வேலை பார்க்குறாங்க. இதெல்லாம் முன்னாடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மிலிட்ரி ஃபோர்ஸ் தான் இதெல்லாம் மேக்ஸிமம் பார்ப்பாங்க, சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட்டு தான் மேக்ஸிமம் டேக் கேர் பண்ணுவாங்க. ஆனால் இன்றைக்கு அப்படிப்பட்ட பாதுகாக்கப்பட வேண்டிய இடங்களெல்லாம் இன்றைக்கு இந்த அமைப்பின் மூலமாக பணியாற்றுகின்ற இந்த செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டுகள் பாதுகாப்பது என்பது இன்றைக்கு ஒரு பெருமைக்குரிய விஷயமாக அதை ஏற்படுத்தி தந்தது இந்த கெப்சி அமைப்பு என்பதை நான் பெருமையோடு மகிழ்ச்சியோடு இந்த நேரத்தில் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். நம்முடைய தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய சாப்டர் நம்முடைய அன்பு சகோதரர் நம்முடைய யஸ்வந்த் கட்டி அவர்களும் நெவில்ராஜன் அவர்களும் இங்கே நம்முடைய சேர்மன் குன்வர் விக்ரம் சிங் பேசும்போது பல்வேறு எடுத்துக்காட்டுகளை சொல்லி தொழிலாளர் துறை அமைச்சர்கள் இதை முதலமைச்சருடைய கவனத்திற்கு கொண்டு செல்ல வேண்டும் என்று சொல்லியிருக்கிறார்கள். நம்முடைய அன்பு சகோதரர் தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய பிரசிடென்ட்டும் அந்த கருத்துக்களை இங்கே எடுத்து வைத்திருக்கிறார்கள். தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய முதலமைச்சரை பற்றி நான் சொல்ல வேண்டும் என்றால், இங்கே கொரோனா வந்துச்சு தமிழ்நாட்டில். கொரோனா என்பது தமிழ்நாட்டில் மட்டுமல்ல, இந்தியா மட்டுமல்ல, உலகம் முழுவதும் கொரோனா வந்துச்சு. இந்த கொரோனா வந்த பொழுது யாரெல்லாம் உயிரோடு இருப்பார்கள், யார் இருக்க மாட்டார்கள் என்று யாருக்கும் தெரியாத சூழ்நிலை. மருத்துவமனைகளிலே இடமில்லை. இடம் இருந்தாலும் இந்த கொரோனாவுக்கு ஏற்ற மருந்துகளை உபயோகப்படுத்துவதற்கு போராட வேண்டிய நேரம். ஒரே வீட்டில் ஹஸ்பண்ட் ஒய்ஃப் இருந்தாலும் ஒருத்தர் பேச முடியாத நேரம். தங்கள் பெற்ற குழந்தைகள் கூட உறவாட முடியாத நேரம். யாரும் கடத்தெருவுக்கு போக முடியல, விவசாய வேலைகள் செய்ய முடியல, அலுவலகங்களுக்கு செல்ல முடியவில்லை. இப்படி உலகமே ஸ்தம்பித்திருந்த ஒரு நேரத்தில் தான் அந்த கொரோனாவிற்கு மிகப்பெரிய உதவிகரமாக இருந்தது இந்த செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டு, இந்த அமைப்பு தான் என்பதை நான் மகிழ்ச்சியோடு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். அப்போ உங்களுடைய பணி என்பது இந்த கொரோனா காலத்தில் நாட் ஓன்லி தமிழ்நாடு, இந்தியாவில் உலகம் முழுவதும் இந்த கெப்சி அமைப்பின் கீழ் பணியாற்றுகின்ற செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டுடைய பணி என்பது மகத்தானது. அதற்காக இந்த நேரத்தில் என்னுடைய பாராட்டுக்களை நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். நம்முடைய தமிழ்நாட்டு முதலமைச்சர் மட்டும்தான் இந்த கொரோனா நேரத்தில் என்னதான் நடக்கிறது, இவர்களை எப்படி காப்பாற்ற வேண்டும் என்பதை முழுமையாக தெரிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக தன் உயிரை பற்றி கவலைப்படாமல் கொரோனாவுடைய அணிந்து கொண்டு இந்தியாவில் உலகத்திலே மருத்துவமனைக்கு உள்ளே சென்று பார்த்த ஒரே முதலமைச்சர் தமிழ்நாட்டினுடைய முதலமைச்சர் அண்ணன் தளபதி மு.க. ஸ்டாலின் என்பதை இந்த நேரத்தில் நான் பெருமையோடு உங்களுக்கு தெரிவித்துக் கொள்ள விரும்புகின்றேன். எனவே இப்படிப்பட்ட தமிழ்நாட்டில் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சி நடைபெறுவது என்பது ஒரு மகிழ்ச்சிக்குரிய ஒன்றாகும். தனியார் பாதுகாவலர்களுக்கு எல்லாரும் பல்வேறு கோரிக்கைகளை சொல்லியிருக்கிறார்கள். இந்த கெப்சின் கீழ் பணியாற்றுகின்ற செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டுகளுக்கு பல்வேறு சலுகைகளை இந்த அமைப்பு பெற்று தந்திருக்கிறது. இது போதாது, இன்னும் பல்வேறு கோரிக்கைகள் பல்வேறு நலத்திட்டங்கள் இவர்களுக்கு கிடைக்கப்பட வேண்டும். ஏனென்றால் தனி நபரை பாதுகாப்பது மட்டுமல்ல, அரசாங்க சொத்துக்களை மாநில அரசாக இருந்தாலும் ஒன்றிய அரசாக இருந்தாலும் எல்லா சொத்துக்களையும் பாதுகாக்கின்ற ஒரு மாபெரும் அரணாக இருக்கின்ற இந்த கெப்சி நிறுவனத்தில் பணியாற்றுகின்ற இந்த செக்யூரிட்டி கார்டுகளுக்கு மேலும் பல சலுகைகளை பெற்றுத்தர வேண்டும் என்று இந்த அமைப்பை கேட்டுக்கொண்டு உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் எனது நல்வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்து விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Sir, ரொம்ப நன்றி sir. அழகான ஸ்பீச்சுக்கு very inspiring. I now request Mr. C.V. Ganesan, our Honorable Minister for Labour Welfare and Skill Development, to give away a few awards. The Lifetime Achievement Award in Security. This is in the category of North India. Lifetime Achievement Award in Security for the North is Mr. Lieutenant Colonel Santokh Singh. And for the South, we have Mr. R.M. Dargad, Chief Executive Officer, Industrial Protection Force, Dharwad. I'm quickly calling out the names because the minister is a little busy, so please don't mind my haste. Mr. R.M. Dargad. Are you here? Okay, the next. Prakash, Singh Memorial Award. So any representatives or people from CAPSI Madhya Pradesh chapter, can you come here please? Representatives of CAPSI Madhya Pradesh chapter. Mr. Panikar, aren't you from Madhya Pradesh chapter? All the Madhya Pradesh chapter people, you are welcome on stage. You are receiving the Maharaja Bhanu Prakash Singh Memorial Award. Finally awake. So in this time, I request the following members to come close to the stage, please, to receive the next few awards. Please don't delay. Brigadier Arun Dravid. Next we have Mr. Shivendra Pratap Singh, Mr. Naman Jain, Mr. Sanjay Nath. I request the next four members to come close to the stage and stand here, please. That side. This is the Madhya Pradesh chapter. Let's give them a huge round of applause. Presentation of APDI Awards. Lifetime Achievement Award in Investigation goes to Brigadier Arun Dravid, CEO, Brahmastra Investigation and Security Support Services and founder partner, Haley Services. LLP, congrats. Lifetime Achievement Award in Investigation goes to Brigadier Arun Dravid, CEO, Brahmastra Investigation. Let's give this gentleman a huge round of applause, people. Corporate Investigator of the Year award goes to Mr. Shivendra Pratap Singh, Managing Director, Lancers Risk Consulting, Delhi. Mr. Naman Jain, Mr. Sanjay Nath, Mr. Mahadevan P, Ms. Dr. N. Madhu, please come to the stage and stand on the side. The next award is the Investigator of the Year award, and this goes to Mr. Naman Jain, Managing Director, Sleuths India Consultancy Private Limited, Delhi. And next we have Investigation Entrepreneur of the Year award goes to Mr. Sanjay Nath, Founder and Director, EDCI West Bengal. Mr. Sanjay Nath. I request Mr. Mahadevan P, Dr. N. Madhu, Mr. Baldev Kumar Puri, Shri Vikram Mahorkar, okay. Sukhdeep Singh Arora, all people please be ready. We have to quickly do it. The next recipient is receiving the award for Young Investigation Entrepreneur of the Year award, and this goes to Mr. Mahadevan P, Managing Director, Devan Detective Agency, Tamil Nadu. Mr. Mahadevan P, Young Investigation Entrepreneur of the Year. Let's give him a huge round of applause, people. He has won the Young Investigation Entrepreneur of the Year. He runs an agency called Devan Detective Agency, and he's the direct managing director. Our next award is the Investigation Personality of the Year award. Investigation Personality of the Year award goes to Dr. N. Madhu, Managing Director, Gautam Detective and Security Services Private Limited, Tamil Nadu. Dr. N. Madhu, Investigation Personality of the Year award. I request Mr. Baldev Kumar Puri, Sukhdeep Singh Arora, Bala Saheb Maske, Mr. V. Amarnath, and Mr. Naman Jain to all be next to the stage. The next award is the VM Pandit Memorial Award, and this goes to Mr. Baldev Kumar Puri, Chairman, AMX Detectives Limited, Private Limited, Delhi. Let's give them a huge round of applause, people. Kadasi page da irukku, inna 5 award da irukku. So enakaga please. So next we have presentation of mementos to sponsors. The platinum sponsor sponsors are Mr. Vikram Mahurkar, CMD Checkmate Services Limited, Gujarat. Can we have you here, please? I request the following sponsors to please come to the side of the stage. Sukhdeep Singh Arora, Balasaheb B.R. Maske, Mr. V. Amarnath, Mr. Naman Jain. So we have missed an award, Mr. Sanjay Nath. Investigation Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Mr. Sanjay Nath, founder and director, EDCI West Bengal. I had mentioned his name. He was on this side and then he went off. So we have diamond sponsors. Mr. Sukhdeep Singh Arora, MD, Checkmate, Inal Services Private Limited, Pune. Mr. Sukhdeep नहीं है, Mr. Bala Saheb भी नहीं है ना? हैं? यहाँ पे हैं. All right. Mr. Bala Saheb B.R. Maske, Managing Director, Maske Brothers Consultancy Private Limited, Maharashtra. Let's give them a huge round of applause. They are our diamond sponsors. So let's not forget. Kai cutting above people. Mr. V. Amarnath, Executive Director, Agile Security Force Private Limited, Telangana, also our diamond sponsor. Is he here? Mr. V. Amarnath? Not here? Here, not here? Please raise your hand if you're here. No. Alright. APDI sponsor, Mr. Naman Jain, Managing Director, Sleuths India Private Consultancy Private Limited, Delhi. Let's give them. And next we have gold sponsors. Mr. Anurag Sharma, please come quickly. Are all sponsors, so please come quickly and take pictures. Mr. Anurag Sharma, Executive Director, GDX Security Solutions India Private Limited. Sponsors, you know who you are. So Anurag Sharma, Mr. Akash Saxena, Wing Commander T. Hari Prasad, Mr. Vikram, Mr. Vidyasagar Venkateshan, Mr. Nikhil Kothari, Mr. Srinivasan M, and Mr. Syed Mizahuddin. Please all of you come to the stage. So the first one receiving it for the gold sponsor is Mr. Anurag Sharma, Executive Director, GDX Security Solutions India Private Limited. Mr. Akash Saxena, Managing Director, Top Shield Security Services. This is Mr. Akash Saxena. Next we have Wing Commander T. Hari Prasad, Director, Bharatiyam Security Services Private Limited. Wing Commander T. Hari Prasad. People, please bring your hands together. Wing Commander T. Hari Prasad, Director of Bharatiyam Security Services Private Limited, is on stage. Mr. Vikram Muthuswamy, Managing Partner, Secura Plus. Mr. Vikram Muthuswamy, are you here? When I call out the names, I request you all to please come to the side of the stage. Do not linger on your seats. We have very little time. Minister really wants to leave. So unless you don't want to receive the awards, don't come. So, Mr. Vikram Muthuswamy, Mr. Vidyasagar Venkateshan, Mr. Nikhil Kothari, Mr. Srinivasan M, Mr. Syed Mizahuddin. Mr. Vikram Muthuswamy is the Managing Partner of Secura Plus. The next award goes to Mr. Vidyasagar Venkateshan, not award, sorry, gold sponsor. Our next gold sponsor is Mr. Vidyasagar Venkateshan, Director, First Man Management Services Private Limited. Mr. Nikhil Kothari, Mr. Srinivasan M, Director Best Security Services Private Limited. Mr. Vidyasagar Venkateshan, Director First Map. Mr. Nikhil Kotari, CEO Digi Suraksha is on stage. Next we have Mr. Srinivasan M, Director Best Security Services Private Limited. And in the gold sponsor category, the very last recipient is Mr. Syed Misbahuddin, General Manager, Everbright Industries. Knowledge partner, Mr. Shivendra Pratap Singh, Managing Director, Lancers Risk Consulting. And I also request Mr. Sarjan Panikar, Dr. D.S. Reddy and Symbiosis Technology Services representatives to please quickly come forward next to the stage. Mr. Shivendra Pratap Singh, Managing Director, Lancers Risk Consulting. They are our knowledge partners. Let's give it up for them, people. Mr. Shivendra Pratap Singh, Managing Director, Lancers Risk Consulting. And then we have silver sponsors. So first recipient is Mr. Sarjan Panikar, Managing Director, Balaji Security Services Private Limited. And the next one is Mr. D.S. Reddy. Mr. D.S. Reddy, Managing Director, Metaforce Private Limited, Telangana. Are you here, sir? Mr. D.S. Reddy? And last but not the least, we have Symbiosis Technology Services Private Limited, who are our last silver sponsor. So now comes the most exciting part, which we've all been waiting for since the minister is here. Mr. Sanjeev Kaul, the author, who has already written 7 books before, is now authored the Student Handbook for Unarmed Security Guard in Tamil and English. So let's give them a huge round of applause, people. We now launch this book today. This is the bilingual by CAPSI, authored by Colonel Sanjeev Kaul, who's authored books also before. He's an ex-NSG commando. He's an ex-NSG commando. So I request the minister to launch this coveted bilingual book. Already 7 bilingual books exist before. So I think this is a big day. The wonderful day. Mr. Syed Misbahuddin, who missed out on getting the gold sponsor recipients, can you please come forward? Mr. Syed Misbahuddin. Aage. let's all stand up and thank the minister for having the patience. Let's all thank him and we will continue the program. You're all not supposed to exit. So let's all stand up and thank our great minister, Mr. C.V. Ganesan, Honorable Minister for Labour Welfare and Skill Development, Tamil Nadu. ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி சார் இன்னைக்கு வந்ததுக்கு.
Dear friends, today our chairman is celebrating his birthday. So I feel that it is a fitting honor to him to shawl by our Labour Minister C.V. Ganesan. Shawl please.
Happy birthday, sir. Wishes from all of us. Many, many happy returns of the day. I request the audience to please be seated. So next we have Indian Security Industry for 2.0. We have the address of Lieutenant General A.B. Shivane, PVSM, AVSM, VSM, retired former DG Mechanized Forces, Indian Army and Strike Corps Commander. Can we give him a huge round of applause?
Chairman,
I request ADGP Chandrasekhar to please come on the dais. Thank you.
Chairman CAPSI, Shri Kumar Vikram Singh, Lieutenant General Shokin Chauhan, Major General Vinod Basnyat from Nepal Army, Shri Maheshi, our Secretary General CAPSI, Mr. Neville Ryan, President Tamil Nadu Association of CAPSI, President. Captains from the private security industry, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Let me at the very outset congratulate all the award winners on this momentous occasion of the Security Leadership Summit 2025. I'm going to speak to you something on how I look at the private industry PSI 2.0 in an evolving world where threats are multiplying not by the days, but by the minutes. And how we must transform the industry from being the guardsmen of the nation to guardians and future-ready force for the internal security domain of the nation. And therefore, they become the primary soldiers of Surakshat Bharat in our vision of Viksit Bharat. Let me begin by just saying that what we're witnessing now is nothing very new. Kautilya, in his seminal work, had identified 4 types of threats: internal threat, external threat, and a variation of them externally abetted and internally abetted. What we are seeing today, what the nation is seeing today, and possibly one of the most important threat, which is an impediment to our growth of our nation, to our vision, is internal security threat, externally abetted and internally fueled. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you were just about 5 days back, the Red Fort incident took place. The 10/11, which was executed in the physical domain, had its roots in digital mobilization, ideological penetration, and institutional subversion. All these manifested in a society which could not recognize these threats. That's ironical. A society which failed to see 3.5 tons of explosives being carried. A society which allowed labs and classrooms to be subverted with toxic ideology. Behind this trail of network, whole lot of network of this thing which you see, which is evolving and which is being dismantled by our wonderful intelligence agencies who prevented a catastrophic damage to the nation. We only saw the visible 3 cars. There were a total of 32 cars, all being traced now. We only saw the tragic event near Red Fort of 13 people losing their lives and many more getting injured. But what was prevented was hundreds and hundreds of lives which were planned at multiple locations, at multiple places. Imagine 3.5 tons of explosive, imagine toxic fuels and gases being manufactured, scores of detonators and timers. That is the magnitude of threat you and me in the society have to brave. The real lesson which comes out from this is that radicalization has now moved through institutions, not just borders of yesterday. There's nothing known as borders today. Today, the biggest threat is to the society, and the biggest and the largest warriors are the citizens of that society. That is where the private security 2.0 must evolve and empower and be future ready. We have to protect our classrooms, our clinics, our institutions, our society, our campuses. It is my firm belief that we have to break silos from state-centered models to integrated threat spectrum models where the PSI, where the state machinery, where the citizens, where the society all merge without any silos across the nation into a national security grid which preempts proactively and prevents such activities and acts as a deterrent. The true strength of the nation does not just lie in its armed forces or its intelligence. They played a tremendous role. They've guarded the nation ever since independence, and you've seen the latest during Operation Sindoor. But the true strength today lies in the people who are alert, aware, and united in the cause of the national growth, irrespective of politics, irrespective of caste, irrespective of creed, irrespective of religion. India, you must not only live in India, India must live in your hearts. And therefore, it's important to be aware and empowered citizens of this great nation in which you are born. If you look at PSI 2.0, what is it that they need to counter? Weaponized information, not just checking gates. Deep fakes, disinformation, malinformation, making the society's mind corrupted with fake agendas. You have to do that. We have to have a cyber and digital vulnerabilities which are coming. Are you aware that the number of cyber attacks has increased 273 times, or 273% rather, since last year? 20 lakhs cyber intrusions and cyber attacks in those 4 days, 88 hours of Operation Sindoor. That's a different matter. Out of that 20 lakhs, only 200 went through, and that also were managed because of resilience. But that is a sort of threat, and they were not towards the defense forces. They were towards financial institutions. They were to the power grid. They were to your UPI, which affects people. Then there is ideological infiltration, which has taken place in our education institutions, in our medical societies, engineering colleges. 22 people from various modules have been identified post this blast, which are white-collared radical terrorists, professionals and medical engineers, campuses. That's the era we live in. And there is, again, foreign funding which is taking place in various NGOs with an agenda. The PSI has to be aware of these changes and adapt to them. So what should be the role of PSI 2.0? I think the key issue is that the PSI must become a connective tissue between the citizens and the state security mechanism, which is capable of real-time reporting, preemptive actions, digital vigilance, and community awareness. They must evolve from being guardsmen to warriors of the nation. What must be the strategic shift? There are three defining shifts that must take place in this domain. One is resilience over control, building a society with immunity to manipulation. That is an important role. Public-private fusion, which I've spoken upon as such. And third is anticipatory intelligence. Culturally, we are reactive. Let us accept that. We have to change. We have to preempt, be proactive, and preventive. So my overall recommendations in this are that we then need, number one, a new culture to be brought in. It's often said, learn, unlearn, and relearn. It's time to unlearn and relearn and adapt ourselves to the future. We have to focus on 4 areas: digital awareness and cyber hygiene, AI-enabled surveillance, rapid alert mechanisms, that means linking our PSI control rooms into a grid, and community engagement. We have come a long way since last 1 year when we laid out our Vision 2047. We have walked the talk. The chairman mentioned of the last task forces. We have brought all these issues to the notice of the Honorable Prime Minister recently after the blast of its importance. So therefore, to conclude, I would say internal security for Bharat 2.0 is not just about defending borders. It is about defending interfaces between digital and physical, between public and private, and between society and subversion. The Delhi blast has reminded us once again that India's security lies in its people, and the society needs to be empowered. PSI 2.0 is therefore not a concept. It's an imperative that is staring at us. It's a bridge between the state and society in the age of hybrid conflict. So let's go over PSI, psych and culture of being private security industry, just private security. Let us become warriors with PSI standing for protect, secure, and integrate, with the sole aim of being the guardians of the nation and the first responders and being the biggest deterrents to any inimical forces that may even dare to weaken our great nation. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir, for this awe-inspiring speech. I think lovely takeaways, especially the love that we have to instill for our nation, is so important for all of us. And he reminded us of that so beautifully. So thank you very much, sir. The next person on stage is going to be Mr. M. Chandrasekhar, IPS, ADGP, Internal Security, Karnataka, and he is going to give us a speech. Can we please give him a huge round of applause, people?
Good morning, everyone. At the outset, I'd like to thank CAPSI, Chairman Kumar Saab, President Mr. Katti, and all the other members of CAPSI, the Managing Committee, for inviting me on this occasion. On a personal front, it has been a nice experience coming back to IIT Chennai. I studied in Chennai, but I studied in IIT Kharagpur later, but most of my schooling was in Chennai. So thank you for this opportunity to the Managing Committee. It is quite nostalgic coming back to the IIT Chennai. And just to start, General Shivani Saab had mentioned very correctly regarding the gaps in the security architecture. Quickly, I think I should give a task to the CAPSI also to think about, because in my role as Internal Security, ADG Internal Security Division, we have counter-terror operations and counter-terror intelligence also. So recently we have been given the competent authority into Pasara also, around 4 months back. So in my capacity as ADG for counterintelligence, yes, I do agree with Shivani Saab that there are gaps. Earlier the gaps used to be interagency coordination. Telangana intelligence will have some information, Karnataka internal security has some information, Tamil Nadu has some information. Unless you put them together, you will not have a clear picture. It's like the jigsaw puzzle. One paper is there, one paper is somewhere else. But now that particular problem has been overcome to some extent, to a large extent I can say, because we have the multi-agency centers. So through which we interact on a regular basis, we keep sharing information, we get to know, we get to put the jigsaw puzzle to a large extent, we know the patterns from that and we act on it. Most of the maybe raids in Gujarat or any other place, many of the raids happen because of this fusion of information. But as sir was pointing out, I think we have missed out. After my engagement with the CAPSI Karnataka, so I could understand that the security agencies are, the private security agencies are prevalent in almost of the important places. So, but we don't have any system of integrating this vast manpower for preventive intelligence. Of course, there may be some challenges, there may be questions of privacy also involved. So that all needs to be taken into consideration. I think that will give us a huge storehouse of information intelligence, maybe something suspicious in some place, if it comes to know, we have our own information. When we check with our data banks, we can, something tangible can happen. I feel, as Shivani sir was pointing out, I feel that we should work towards that. The CAPC should also work towards that. Of course, it's going to be a long haul, because there will be so many questions of privacy, and your own clients may not like it. So there should be some sort of a standoff between privacy and some sort of a compromise between privacy and security in this regard. I feel it's a very important point Shivani sir has made, and I feel the CAPC should also work very hard and because I come from the intelligence point of view also, because we keep doing that and we see where we lack. Now the coordination among the agencies has improved, but still this can certainly boost our capacity by at least 30 to 40%, which will be quite a big amount. Apart from this, I, as a regulator, of course, I'm the competent authority. We have got this for last 4 months. We have been doing this work. Before that, the Home Department used to be the competent authority in Karnataka. So it's quite a new experience for us. But I can say that, of course, the agencies, the security agencies, have a lot of things to complain about the regulatory authorities also. I'm sure that, of course, just when I came in, Kumar Saab was giving a very fiery speech. So, but of course, everything, I don't say that there may be some truth in it, but not the whole truth. And what should be the relationship between a regulator and a regulatee? I feel it is like, see, the security agency industry is like a huge river with huge potential. I feel our job is like a canal to channelize it in a particular direction for the greater good of the humanity, greater good of the society. That is what is our role. And how should we do it? I feel there's one small example which I give, which may be relevant. It's like holding the sand in the hand. If you hold it very tightly, it will slip out. If you don't hold it at all, it will fall down. It has to be that type of a relationship between the regulator and the regulatee. Neither should it slip out. It should not be too tight, or it should not be too loose. So it should be somewhere in between. I feel that is the place where we have to strike that optimum point and work further. Of course, this is as a very layman and whatever I felt I had to say. Apart from that, trust. Of course, there's a lot of lack of trust. I feel trust begets trust, distrust begets more distrust. I feel that there is a need to develop trust and a lot of coordination, and we should also have the stomach to take bad comments also in our stride, and we should understand only the person who wears the shoe understands where it bites, because the people who are running the agencies, security agencies, finally it is business, money speaks, and I feel that there must be a lot of heartburn because of some of the things, but we will try to, as far as Karnataka is concerned, we will certainly try to ensure that most of it, whatever we can, we will certainly do to ensure that things are done properly. And we want a we want CAPC also to give us feedback. Some things are right, some things are not wrong, some things are wrong. You can give us a very open feedback. So feedback will be taken very positively. Just I was thinking, there is a very beautiful song in Tamil, and in that it is written by Kannadasan. He says that Kalagatil Porapadadan Nidhi. Kalagatil Porapadadan Nidhi. Manam Kalangade Madi Mayangade. So it's a very philosophical song. It says only when there is some sort of clash of ideas, a new and a better idea will come up. a new thing will come up. And don't feel bad about it. Don't feel that it is personal. Certainly it is not personal. It's one idea against the other, and certainly we would like new ideas, new norms to come up. We'll certainly appreciate that. We'll do what best we can in the entire thing. And of course, the industry has issues. It can be a GST issue, or it can be action against unregistered security operators, and maybe some sort of a complaint against the state authorities also for not taking proper action. We'll try. We are on the job. We'll try to ensure that we'll be certainly doing something better than what we have been doing. I can assure you that in Karnataka. So, what is the way forward? I'm not an expert on this, but I can certainly tell you that I feel that CAPC should do what NASSCOM had did for IT. Because I was an IT professional before joining the Indian Police Service for a very short time. Later, I had a lot of interactions with NASSCOM. They have done a great job. For a fledgling technology in 1991, they had constantly advocated their case with proper evidence, and that whatever tax breaks they got, so if you get some profit, if you reinvest it in infrastructure or training, some tax breaks were given. I fully know about people who have and how hard they have worked, and when you have to get something out of the government, it's not going to be a one-day's job. It has to be constant. You have to build public opinion. Public opinion has to be built through propaganda and through the papers. And then things start moving. We are receptive to it. Whatever we can, we will certainly help CAPC and the other agencies also within our limited capacity. There is something else which I should mention as a competent authority, or as a layman also, or as a police officer. See, your industry, this industry is a manpower intensive industry. It's a manpower. Police is also a very manpower intensive. Now it's getting modernized. A lot of things are changing, but still it's manpower intensive. I feel many of the senior leaders in the army are also here. So wherever you have manpower, what matters is morale and spirit. And that morale and spirit can outweigh anything. You may have the best of equipment. You may have the best of all the resources, money, numbers. If you don't have morale and spirit, then it will not take you any far. So why I'm saying this is, of course, I think I should share this with you. I had, when I was working in North India, I a lot of interaction with Mr. KPS Gill after his retirement, much after his retirement. KPS Gill, for the new people, he was the person who ensured that Punjab turns around in late 80s and 90s from terrorism. So he was also a firm believer that I asked once, what did you do? We could interact with him because he had his farmhouse in where I was working. I said, what you did to change the trend in Punjab? He said that, of course, his predecessors also had done a lot. I said, what one thing which you can tell? Then he said the morale of the force. So I feel that you should also take care of the morale of your people. And it's in your own interest, because I can tell you for sure, any client will not come to a unhappy organization. So you are happy, your organization will be happy only if your people are also happy, well taken care of. And it is not just the money, I feel it is the recognition also. And just a small suggestion, the CAPC can look into it in such functions. You have various streams. It can be guard duty, it can be some other duties, patrolling duties, or it can be some cyber security related things, or investigation. So I feel that some of those people who are also have done good jobs, if they are recognized I feel that will certainly improve the morale of your organization. There will be a competitive spirit among those people who are working in those organizations also. Just a spirit, just a passing thought which I thought I should mention. And now you have a lot of, what we require from CAPSI also, because CAPSI sees competent authorities all across India. So you can, if you can tell us the best practices, not that we will implement everything, but we will certainly know what is better, because when it comes to state versus state, Karnataka, we always say we are the best. Tamil Nadu, we will say we are the best. But you are a neutral empire who can give us, who can tell us which is good in which place. At least we will try to implement some of them which we can possibly do. That will be a good eye-opener for us also, because we don't know, we don't acknowledge, openly acknowledge that the other people are better, but if someone acknowledges and gives us, we will silently take it, copy it, and ensure that that is emulated in our place also. And the advocacy of these organizations like CAPSI or NASSCOM, I have been, I was DIG Fire Service in Karnataka, and there was an organization called Beyond Carlton. That happened after 2011. There was a huge incident and some people died. They worked tirelessly for 4 to 5 years, advocated their cause. They had a lot of evidence to show what type of problems are there in apartments or commercial buildings fire. I can tell you for sure, because I saw them working, and I saw the government also responding to them after a point. It didn't respond for the first 1 or 2 years. Then there was a lot of build-up, a lot of people started advocating their cause. Then there was a lot of change in policies with respect to the fire safety of buildings and all that, which has done good. I feel I always mention this whenever I come to any organization like CAPSI or NASSCOM, because you have to, I feel, there should be constant advocacy, and it should be evidence-based advocacy. Some evidence should be there, some material, so that things move. And Shivani Saab was talking about the private security agencies going global. I thought that it's a great idea, because from India, most our IT professionals have gone global. Nurses have gone global. I feel that it's something to look at, and now with all the Agniveers who are going to come out, I feel there will be a lot of opportunity for the state, for the security agencies to go global, to be recognized. For that, of course, skilling is required, professional skills. Apart from professional skills, sir, I should tell you, the CAPSI should certainly invest on language skills also for your people, because in Karnataka, what we see, many of the from the security guards are from other places also. I feel that some amount of language skills will, because there is a lot of close coordination with people, so that will certainly make them feel better. The client will also feel better. We will also feel better. Everyone will feel better. I feel some language skills should also be part of your professional skill curriculum that you have. And it's a vibrant, I can tell, whatever little time I have spent with CAPSI Karnataka chapter and many of the people, it is very vibrant, very thought-provoking, very in-depth. The discussions are very in-depth. And I wish them all the best. I wish the industry to grow big. And just a couple of days back, there was a Sher Shayari thing which was very nice. I thought I should repeat this. It was very apt. I was just thinking about that. It's a Urdu couplet, a very nice one. खुदी को कर बुलंद इतना कि हर तकदीर से पहले खुदा बंदे से खुद पूछे बताओ तेरी रजा क्या है. I feel that your industry should also excel in such a way that the God should ask before taking any decision regarding your industry, God or government, what is your desire? I feel you should rise to that level. I am sure the type of thinking, the type of good people that you have with you, certainly it is possible. And as a competent authority, what best I can, certainly will be at your service, and you can always give us honest feedback. Sometimes it's very bitter also, but still we'll take it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. And the next speech. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm the National Vice President for CAPC. So while we're talking about how security people can also integrate with the police force to help out. So we are starting under the aegis of CAPC what's called the National Citizen Security Culture, under which we have city security councils. Telangana already has one which has been running for the last 12 years. And what we intend doing is getting this all over India. So now that you are there in Karnataka and you're in the right place and you're looking after internal security, why not we actually, with the Karnataka chapter in Kati, all of you can actually place the thing in front of you, and then you can look into it in case we can start a citizen security council from Karnataka itself, because we are talking to Delhi, we're talking to other states, we're talking to Haryana, and in case this can be started, the chairman can actually give you up.
Thank you. Sorry, Aegis Security. I couldn't get your name. Sure. I'll coordinate, and certainly it's very nice to hear about this, and of course very nice. And unfortunately, Telangana is always ahead of us. We will certainly catch up. We'll do that. I will also coordinate with Mr. Katti, and I will get whatever material is there. I will also discuss with our government and DG and IGP. Certainly, I feel what best we can, we will certainly do about it. And it won't just be a promise, we will ensure that it is done in a time-bound manner, because promises without time is... Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Next, we'll have a presentation and speech by Mr. A. Ramesh Kumar, Deputy Director, ESIC. Let's give him a warm round of applause, please.
Good afternoon. PowerPoint.
Dear friends, let me introduce Mr. Ramesh Kumar. He is a Deputy Director from our Tamil Nadu. Presently, he is in the Deputy Director of Vigilance, taking care of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Pondicherry, Andaman and Lakshadweep Islands. He is very knowledgeable and worked in different facets of in the ESI. Okay, his inputs will certainly be more valuable, and it's a takeaway from this conference. Now over to Ramesh Kumar.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for inviting me to this August gathering. First of all, I want to thank you for providing employment opportunities to nearly 1 crore security guards. It's a very great service to the nation which you are doing. And that too, you are catering mainly to the lower strata of the society. It is of great help for them. And as earlier our ADGP sir told, we need to beget trust, and this trust not only with the regulatory departments but also among our employees. So as a step towards that, we can just highlight what are the already existing things, benefits that the government gives pertaining to the employees, so that they can utilize it very well. Most of the time, due to unawareness, they are not able to obtain the benefits, despite being very much deserved to obtain it. So I just go through what are the benefits that is being given under ESA Act. Probably you may be knowing it, but it is just a refresher so that if you don't know any one or two, you can update yourself, and you can also help the employees avail these benefits. See, the objective of the ESA Act is primarily to protect the employer. Employer in the sense you. In case of any accident or sickness or anything, if the ESA Act is not available, then automatically the Workmen Compensation Act, which is also known as the Employees Compensation Act, that will automatically prevail. In the event of Workmen Compensation Act, all the compensation has to be given from our own pocket, and it will be a big burden, financial burden on us. To safeguard that from that problem, this ESA Act scheme has been introduced. This is a kind of a insurance scheme where you contribute some contribution, and in the event of any eventualities, ESA would take care of the entire liabilities, and you stand absolved of those liabilities. That is the main objective of the ESA Corporation. Secondly, one more important thing is there. In case your establishment is covered under the ESA Act, Workmen Compensation will not apply to your act. Similarly, Maternity Benefit Act will also not apply to it, provided if you are covered under ESA Act. Okay. ESA Act is a kind of a special organization where the money you pay is being taken by the central government, and the services are being provided by the state government, and the money is again sent to the state government to provide these services, medical services mainly, and cash benefit, that is insurance side, is still handled by the central government directly. As you know, these are all, it's applicable to all establishments having 10 or more employees, and those who are drawing 21,000 and below. Those who are drawing more than 21 do not come into the ambit of the ESIC. Similarly, it is applicable to all the employees who are drawing 21. There is no any option. An employee cannot exercise any option, I don't want ESI. It is a statutory thing, therefore everybody has to abide by it. And the liability is 0.75 is to be deducted from the employee, and 3.25 is to be paid by the employer. Employer's contribution totally 4%. And those who are drawing less than 176 per day, you need not deduct that 0.75%. It will be borne by the government directly. Similarly, if you are employing disabled persons, then that as an incentive to the employer, you need not pay your share of contribution. That is 3.25 is not needed to be paid. That will be borne by the government for the first 3 years. Similarly, in EPF Act also, under PF Act also, if you are employing any disabled person, the 12% contribution employer share will be borne by government. Employer share, not the employee share. That is for a period of 3 years. It has been given as an incentive to boost the employers who are employing the disabled persons. And benefits, there are many benefits that we will discuss shortly, because almost it is time of lunch time. I will quickly brush through it. I will highlight the major ones. That is the cash benefits which employees stand to get. If suppose an employee is falling sick and he is unable to attend to duty, then he can take the sick leave, obtain it from the ESIC, and we will be paying 70% of his salary, gross salary, not the basic salary, entire all allowance put together, 70% of his gross salary for the number of days he has been on leave. So that is the sickness benefit. It is being given to employees, and a maximum of 91 days of sickness benefit can be availed by an employee in a year. And for this, he has to put in at least minimum 9 months of service. Secondly, the extended sickness benefit. In some cases, an employee contracts a sickness which is a long-term sickness, like a tuberculosis or something like that, leprosy, and these kind of sicknesses entail an employee to remain on leave for a very long period. In that cases, we are paying 80% of the gross salary for a period of maximum of 2 years. He can remain on leave for 2 years because those illnesses take a long time to recuperate. During that time, he may not be able to attend the work, and during that absence, he can avail the salaries from ESIC. And for women, maternity benefit is being given from ESI. It is one of the best benefits. Whatever salary you are paying, we will be paying her for 6 months from the date of birth of child. For 6 months she can remain on leave, and suppose if you are paying 20,000, we will be paying 20 into 6, 1,20,000 during that 6 months period. For that, she needs to just submit a certificate that she has confined the child. That's all. This is available for the first 2 children. From 3rd children onwards, she can avail leave for 3 months. Similarly, if a woman is adopting a child, again she can avail a leave for 3 months. So these are the benefits available for women under the Maternity Benefit Act. I am sharing this PPT with Mr. Neville sir, and I think you can obtain this for your information also. And the main one, industrial accident. If somebody meets with an industrial accident, he can until he recuperates, he can remain on leave, and during this period he will be paid 90% of his salary. Whatever you salary pay, it will be paid 90%. There is no limit for the period of leave under this one. There is no actually limit. Even if a person happens to remain on leave for 1 year, ESI will come honor its commitment of paying 90% salary all the days during that 1 year or even 2 years, whatever it is. There is no limit on this one. And from 2010 onwards, not only industrial accidents, even commuting accidents are covered under this provision. Suppose a person starts from his home, go to his duty, in between, if he meets with an road accident or something, then still it is treated at par with an industrial accident, and whatever benefits available under industrial accidents are being bestowed to that employee. Similarly, while returning to duty also, if he happens to meet with any accident, the benefits will be restored to him. So what are the things we need to do in case if some of your employee meets with an accident? Very important thing is, if it is a very serious accident or a death or something like that, fatal accident, always try to get a copy of the FIR. It is a very primary document which helps ESI to dispose the case quickly, avail the pension quickly. Okay, and similarly, if a person died, a post-mortem report is also very essential. These 2 documents are very essential in case of fatal accident. Try to get it as quick as possible so that the person, the family gets, the dependents get the pension at the earliest. So what are the benefits if a person meets with an accident? Normally, if a person meets with a simple fracture or something like that, until the fracture heals, he will be paid 90% salary until he returns to duty. Then whatever be the time period, we will pay 90% last drawn salary from whatever pay you have paid or whatever you have shown in the returns. Based on that, we work out the 90% of it and we pay to the person. And in case of a permanent disability, that means if amputation and if he could not get back his limb again, in that case, we until the wound heals, we will be paying 90% salary. Once the wound is fully healed, however he has lost his limb or something, a permanent disability had occurred, in that case we make him sit in a medical board and we assess the loss. Based on the loss, the medical board fix a percentage of loss of earning capacity. It may be, for example, if a small little finger is amputated, it is 7% loss. If a thumb finger is amputated, it is 30% loss, because thumb is a very essential part to work. So based on this one, for one eye injured, then it is 50% loss. If one hand is injured, it is 50%. There is a schedule for this one. Based on this schedule, the medical board fixes the percentage. Once the percentage is fixed, that person starts to get pension based on his last drawn wages until his lifetime. Suppose the percentage is fixed as 50%. and he draws the last drawn salary is 20,000, then he stands to get a pension of 10,000 every month until his lifetime, whether he is working with your organization or not. Similarly, and if a person after every 2 or 3 years, due to the inflation, this pension is regularly increased to make good the erosion of the cost. Okay, so these are the benefit if a person is injured. What if a person has died? Let us say it's a fatal injury. What happens in that case means his wife and children stand to get a salary, a benefit which is equivalent to 90% of his last drawn salary. Suppose a person is drawing 20,000, his wife and children stand to get 18,000 per month. Every month, normally the payment is split between children and wife. Wife get a higher share and children get a lower share. Children will get until, if a male child, until he attains the age of 25, and if it's a female child, until she gets married. As far as wife is concerned, she will get until her lifetime or remarriage, whichever is earlier. Even the person's mother also stands to get a share of this one. So these are the benefits, dependent benefits available under ESA Act. Apart from that, there is also another item called unemployment allowance. If suppose a factory is closed or an employee is retrenched, suppose an agency retrenches some of its employees, then for the first 1 year until they get a job, ESA will pay them 50% of their last drawn salary. If even after 1 year they are not able to find a job, we will pay 25% of the salary during the second year. We will support them for the first 2 years only. Thereafter, by that time they have to find out a job. This is a temporary arrangement so that they can sustain themselves. So other benefits are, if a person dies, whether in duty or not in duty, he can claim, his family can claim 15,000 rupees as funeral expenses by submitting a copy of the death certificate. Okay. And in case of old age, a person is getting retired, and after retirement, you may not support him because he may not be your employee and you may not be paying ESI premiums. Therefore, coverage will not be available. For such categories, they themselves can pay contribution suo moto and they can continue the insurance. For that, they need to just pay 10 rupees per month, which translates to 120 rupees per year. One time payment, if they pay 120, himself, the person, the employee and his or her spouse stands covered. They can get all the treatments. Nowadays, after the age of 60, most of them are being plagued by this diabetes and hypertension, where they spend around 3,000-4,000 every month for medicines. That can be cushioned by this method. If they pay only 120 rupees, they get entire medicines free of cost. Not only that, all kind of treatments which can be availed from the ESA hospitals wherever they are residing. For this, they need to have worked at least 5 years. That is the eligibility condition. Okay, any employee who is being employed by you, the ESI benefits are available to these people. The family means the spouse and the son up to age of 21. After 21, it is not available. Similarly, for daughter up to the age up to marriage, and for parents, if their salaries are below 9,000 per month, they can also be included. Otherwise, not. So we also provide super specialty treatment. We have tied up with private hospitals for a large tertiary level treatment like heart surgery or something like that, where we refer the patient to that hospital and they can avail the treatment directly from the hospital. And last one, we have around 11 medical colleges. The slide is showing 9, but actually we have 11 medical colleges and around 466 MBBS seats available only exclusively for ESI card holders, that is your employees. Okay, for them the fees is very much less fees. It is only 12,000 per annum. Sorry, 24,000 per annum. 24,000 per annum, and they have to qualify the NEET exam. However, the cutoff is comparatively lesser than the normal candidates, normal public. For example, if you want to secure a MBBS seat in a government college in Tamil Nadu, you need to have a score of not less than 550 in the NEET. Whereas for this IP quota, the range is around 400 to 450. So a person to somewhat reasonably able to study, a security guard cannot afford a big coaching institute where they charge 2 lakhs or something per annum. Whatever means, whatever capabilities which he have, with that he can secure a MBBS seat, and the next level of his generation could be placed in a better position. For that purpose, these 466 seats have been exclusively earmarked only for the children of insured persons. I am working in ESIC, but even if I think I cannot get this quota, it is only exclusively for the ESI children. So that this point you can educate them. Many of our employees may not be knowing this benefit, as you can educate them so that they can, if anybody is having children in the +2 level, they can utilize this quota. For this, they have to apply it through online, and once applied, then we will verify the credentials, then we will issue a certificate. This certificate has to be submitted at the time of counseling, then they will consider them under this special quota. Okay. So whoever, if you have encountered this kind of people working in your organization, then try to support them using this category. That's all. And one more thing, we recently ESI has introduced a scheme called Spree scheme. This is very beneficial for the employers specifically. Suppose if you are having an if you are having some, let us say, if you are having some 100 employees with you, but you are not covering, bringing everybody into the ESI coverage because due to some cost factors or something like that. Now this is a good opportunity, that is between 1st July and 31st December, if you enroll these employees, ESI will not claim any contribution for the past period. It is a legally validated scheme. Suppose you are having, if you are having some employees working with you for the last 2-3 years, and if you bring them, you may fear that ESI contribution has to be paid from the date from which originally they were employed. Yeah, that is true. As per Act, that is the rule position. But since to support the employers in the ease of doing business, government has now introduced this special scheme. This is valid up to 31st December this year. So anybody who are having such employees who are not yet covered, kindly utilize this opportunity. This is a one-time opportunity. It comes very rarely. Earlier it came in 2014, I think. Thereafter it is being introduced this year. Within December, identify any employees and bring them into the coverage. From this day onwards, if you pay, that is enough. Similarly, any establishment without ESI coverage, they also can be brought into the coverage, and they need not pay for the past period. It is absolved. All their dues are absolved. One more scheme has been introduced. This is a amnesty scheme. This is mainly for employers who had some disputes with ESI and had filed some legal cases. For that, it is an out-of-court settlement. This scheme is something like an out-of-court settlement. You can, if a case is pending prior to 31/3/2025, you can come for out-of-court settlement. Something like Vivad Se Vishwas introduced by the income tax, or something in the similar line. So you can bring those cases. Only one thing is, you have to withdraw the case from the court, and once you come here, it can be settled in the ESI offices. In case still you feel that they are not, it is not very remedial to you, the case can be restored automatically. There is no bar in one, you need not fear that if the case is withdrawn and if we don't get what we expect, then the case automatically, it is not like that. The case automatically gets restored. So what are the benefits means? Suppose if you are having a claim, let us say 10 lakhs claim, ESA has raised a recovery claim against you for 10 lakhs and it is disputed by you. In that case, you can come here and pay 30% and settle that. 30%, 10 lakhs, you pay 3 lakhs, pay the interest, no damages. Damages is